I turned 17 last week!
Go shorty, it's your birthday.
And if you live in the US like I do, then you know what that means. I can go see rated R movies now!
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
So what should be the first rated R movie I see in the theatre? Hey there guys, BeamMeUp here, and today I will be reviewing The Grand Budapest Hotel, directed by Wes Anderson. Now this movie being directed by Wes Anderson plays a very big role. Just so you know, Wes Anderson has a very distinct way of directing. It's very unique. And if you've never really seen one of his movies and you're not sure what I'm talking about, there is an SNL skit where they make fun of Wes Anderson movies, and I'm going to put a link to it down below because that kind of gives you the general idea of how his movies are like written and how they're directed and stuff. And let me just say, it's very important what you know you're getting yourself into before you go see this movie. With that being said, is it a good movie? Absolutely. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I just think it's really important for people to understand what they're getting themselves into, because I can understand how some people wouldn't like Wes Anderson's style of directing. It's very distinct and it's very different, but once you get into the groove of it and you get going with the movie, it's absolutely fantastic. Well, the story of this movie kind of takes place in the eyes of a young lobby boy at the Grand Budapest Hotel, and his name's Zero. And basically, the story kind of goes around the fact that there's this young writer staying in a hotel that used to be this huge hotel, and he meets the owner of the hotel, who's called Zero. And he wants to kind of know the stories behind the hotel in the past, so he sits down with Zero and he learns the story of the Grand Budapest Hotel. Now, I knew the cast of this movie was pretty impressive, but I didn't realise until I actually saw this movie how many famous people were in it. It's absolutely insane. You've got Ralph Fiennes, Willem Dafoe, Owen Wilson, Adrian Brody, Bill Murray, Jude Law, there's Edward Norton. I mean, holy crap, there's so many famous people in this movie. And even some of the people like Bill Murray and Owen Wilson don't even show up until like wee bits of the movie. I mean, they just decide to be in the movie because it's awesome. My favourite character in the movie is a very tough question, because every single character in this movie has bits that you absolutely love, and there's two characters that really stand out, and that's Ralph Fiennes as Monsieur Gustave, who's arguably the main character, and then Adrian Brody as Dimitri. The reason I love Ralph Fiennes' character, Monsieur Gustave, is because, you know, the whole story kind of revolves around him and his story, and Ralph Fiennes just does such an amazing job with this movie. I mean, I know he's one really talented actor, you know, Skyfall, all the Harry Potter movies and that as well, playing Voldemort, but I mean, I'd never really seen him give this much to a role, and it was so great to watch, and it was really fun to be along for the ride. But, oh my god, Adrian Brody as Dimitri was probably the funniest part of the movie. I mean, he's just such a cocky prick, and you know, you love to hate him, and he's such a fun character to watch. In every single scene that he was in, he stole the scene, and I was very impressed by Adrian Brody in this movie. Can I just say as well, Tilda Swinton plays an old lady in this movie, and let me just show you a picture. Yeah, that's Tilda Swinton. What? Like, that is absolutely insane. I did not realise, and you know, it wasn't until I went through the cast list after this movie that I realised it was her. So great job by the makeup team. I just wanted to add a wee bit of that as well. Plot was super interesting. Every single person in this amazing cast did an amazing job. And it was just a really fun movie. I just really recommend that you know what you're getting yourself into with a Wes Anderson movie. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.